Hello everyone, welcome back to Fuzzy Logic Lectures. In previous video, we have learned about defuzzification to fuzzy set, how to convert a fuzzy set into a crisp set. Now we are going to see various methods of defuzzification. So in this video, I'll be teaching you on the various methods for defuzzification of fuzzy set into crisp set. So there are 7 methods you have: maximum membership principle, centroid method, weighted average method, mean max membership, center of sum, center of largest area, first of maxima or last of maxima. So we'll be discussing one by one. First we move on to the first method, that is maximum membership principle. So this method is otherwise called as height method. This method will always gives you a maximum membership value of a fuzzy function. Okay, so this diagram I have got by taking the union of two fuzzy set. So after taking the union of two fuzzy set, I am getting this diagram. So here in this diagram I have taken this z as x-axis and membership values in your y-axis. So by seeing this diagram, you can say that there is one point which is having the highest peak of all the values. That value which is reaching the value called 1. So we are going to convert a fuzzy set into a crisp set. So for converting this, we are going to use this principle, maximum membership principle. So by the name itself, it says that it will always takes the highest membership value. So which is having the highest membership value among all the values in this? So only this particular point, that means Z bar, is having your highest membership value. So this Z bar is nothing but your defuzzified value. This value is your crisp value. So we can also say in a diagram, in an equation, saying that membership value of Z star is greater than or equal to membership value of other values. You can say that membership value of this Z star is greater than or equal to, it may be greater than or equal to the membership values of other values. That is the equation for your max membership principle. But this particular principle can be applicable only to peaked output function. So in this diagram, this particular diagram, it is having a peaked output function. So this particular principle will be applicable only to these types of functions. So where you can able to apply this particular principle and you can find out, you can able to convert a fuzzy value into that is like crisp value. Okay, let's see one example now. Let me explain one simple example for this maximum membership principle. So here I have considered this diagram where x-axis I am taking Z values, in y-axis I am taking all the membership values. So this particular function is got by taking the union of 3 fuzzy sets. Okay. So now I want to convert this fuzzy value into a crisp value. So by using maximum membership principle. So here I can see that there is one particular point where it is having the maximum membership value, that is 1. And this point is having 0.8 and 0.6. So this particular point is having only the highest peak value. So I'll extend this point down. So this particular value is called your Z star. So now Z star will be equal to 3. So this is your crisp value. This is your defuzzified value. This is how you will convert a fuzzy value into a crisp value using maximum membership principle. So any example is given for you. It is very easier by using maximum membership principle. You can convert into a defuzzified value. Okay. So moving on to the second defuzzification method, that is centroid method. This method is otherwise called center of mass or center of area or center of gravity. So here I have drawn one diagram where I have got this particular diagram by taking the union of two fuzzy set. Okay. So in this diagram, x-axis I am taking Z values, in y-axis I am taking the membership values. So for this particular fuzzy set, I need to find out the defuzzified value. So this defuzzified value is received by taking the centroid between the two fuzzy set. The centroid value, it will be got somewhere in between, like this, between the two fuzzy set. Let me call it as Z star. So we can write an equation for the centroid method. This defuzzified value Z star is given by taking an algebraic integration of membership value of A. This is the fuzzy set named as A. So A into Z is dz divided by algebraic integration of membership value of dz. Okay, by using this equation we can find out the defuzzified value. Let's explain with a simple example. Okay, so the centroid method, you will be using this formula and you will be finding out the defuzzified value. So I have drawn three diagrams. So here the first fuzzy set, let me call this fuzzy set as Z1. The second fuzzy set I am calling to be Z2. So this, the Z, it will be this, it is got by taking the union of two fuzzy set. First the fuzzy set, it starts from 0 and it is having a straight line from 1 to 4 and then it is coming downwards and it is ending at 5 point. Coming to this Z2, it starts from 3 and it is reaching 4 to its peak and then 6 and then from 6 onwards it is going down. So by taking the union of two fuzzy set, it is simply by adding the two fuzzy set. So first it starts from here and then it goes till, so 1 goes till 3, 4, right? Okay, and then it is ending here. And we will draw the second diagram also over here. So it is starting from 3 and it is having a membership value called 8. Okay, it is reaching a peak at this region 4 and then it goes till 6 and it is coming to 8. Okay, so this is what you will get for your the union of two fuzzy set. Okay, this is how you have to find out the union of two fuzzy set. So now for this particular fuzzy set, you need to find out Z star defuzzified value. So for finding out the defuzzified value, I am going to split into so many parts. Okay, so I am going to name this particular point as A and this particular point I am naming to be B. Here I am naming to be C. This point is D. Over here it is E and then here it is F. So I am going to use integration method for this and I am going to find out the defuzzified value. Okay, so I have taken this diagram and redrawn this diagram over here. So here I have this particular diagram is got by taking the union of two fuzzy set. So I am considering all these points as A and this point is B, C, D, E, F. So I am going to use centroid method to find out the defuzzified value. So let this point be A. So what is xy value? Xy value is 0, 0. Okay, so first I am taking this AB pointer and B point, what is the xy value? X value is 1 and y value is 0.5. So it is 1, 0.5. So I am going to use the equation for the straight line. What is the equation for the straight line between AB? So it is nothing but y minus y1 divided by x minus x1, that will be equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is x1 y1? x1 y1 is 0, 0. What is x2 y2? It is 1, 0.5. Okay, so now I'll substitute all these values here. So what I will get? I'll get y minus y1 is 0 divided by x minus x1 is 0, that will be equal to y2. y2 is 0.5 minus y1 is 0 divided by x2 is 1 minus x1 is 0. So I'll get 0.5 minus 0 is 0.5 and this is 1. Y minus 0 divided by x, that is y minus 0 will be, I'm taking cross multiply, y minus 0 will be 0.5 into x, that is y will be equal to 0.5x. Okay, this is what I have written here, y equal to 0.5x. Okay, so the limits will be between 0 to 1. You can see the integral limits. So the formula for this particular method is like this. The formula is taking a centroid, taking the integration. So what is the integral limit? It will be between, it is from the straight line 0 to 1. So I'll write the integral value will be 0 to 1. Likewise, I will be finding out the equation for BC, equation for CD, DE and EF. Okay. Second, we will find out the equation for BC. Since this particular line is parallel to this x-axis, then the y value will be equal to 0.5. It is having a value called 0.5. So the BC equation will be y equal to 0.5. So for the interval, if you take this, it is starting from the region 1 and it is ending at C. C will be somewhere in between 3 to 4. So the integral value will be 1 to that is 1 to 3.5. Okay, integral value is 1 to 3.5. So we are not considering 1 to 4 since it is ending over here. C point, we are having it between 3 and 4. We are taking the value, integral value between 1. It is starting from B, it is starting from 1, it is ending at 3.5. Okay, this is the integral value. Okay, now we will find out the equation for CD. Now we will take the equation CD. So CD, it is the point. This is point is 3.5 x and y value is 0.5. So 3.5 comma 0.5, and this particular D point, it is having x value 4 and y value 0.8. Okay, so we will use the same equation for finding out x1, for finding out the equation for that particular line. So here x1 will be 3.5 and y1 is 0.5, x2 is 0.5, x2 is 4 and y2 is 0.8. Okay, so when you substitute all these values here, you will get y will be 3 by 5 x minus 8 by 5. Okay, and what is the integral value? Integral value, it will be between starting from 3.5 and it is ending at this particular point, it is ending at 4. Okay, so this is the equation for this particular line CD. So coming to this point DE, so DE is parallel to this particular x-axis, so we will get y will be equal to 0.8. So the equation for D is y equal to 0.8 and the integral value will be between, so it's starting from 4 and ending at 6, 4 to 6. Okay, starting from 4 and E ends at 6. So I am writing 4 to 6. Now we will find out the last straight line. So it is from E to F. So what are all the points it is, since it is 8 comma 0 over here and this one is 6. So it is here, this point is 6 x value and y value is 0.8. So we will substitute these values over here. So x1 will be 8 comma, x1 is 8, y1 is 0 and x2 will be 6 and y2 is 6 and y2 is 0.8. So substitute all these values in the equation. Y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 will be equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So when you substitute this value, I am getting y will be 0.4x plus 3.2. Okay, this is what I am getting this. So what is the integral value? Integral value will be between 6 and it is ending at, it here integral value is 6 here and ending at 8. So I am writing here integral value will be 6 to 8. Okay. So centroid formulas Z star will be algebraic integration of membership value of Z into dz divided by algebraic integration of membership value of dz. So we will substitute all the values and we will find out the centroid value. So it is nothing but, so since we have already found out the straight line equation for all the points, we will try to substitute all this thing. So the first equation it will be 0 to 1. It starts from 0 to 1 integral and it is having a value called 0.5x. So we will write over here as this membership value is 0.5. Okay, x is nothing but I am writing here z over here. Already z dz is there. I am substituting this thing. Okay, the second equation is from 1 to 3.5. The value is y equal to 0.5. So I will substitute here y equal to 0.5 and the value is 1 to 3.5. Okay, into z dz. And third equation is this one, 3 by 5x minus 8 by 5. The integral value is 3.5 to 4. So I am writing here 3.5 to 4. So the formula is 3 by 5 into z minus 8 by 5. Okay, into z into dz. Okay, plus next equation is y equal to 0.8, 4 to 6. So it is 4 to 6, 0.8 into z into dz. The last integral is from 6 to 8 minus 0.4x plus 3.2. So I'll substitute here. It is 6 to 8 minus 0.4 z plus 3.2 into z dz. Okay, this is what I'm getting in the numerator. So the denominator value, the same thing I should write without writing this z. So it will be 0 to 1, 0.5 into z dz plus 1 to 3.5, 0.5 into dz plus same thing, I'll write it for everything. So this is what the final, when you substitute all the values over here, this is what the formula you'll get. So now when you solve all these numerator and denominator, you will get the value as 4.151. This is how you will convert your fuzzy value into defuzzified value. This is your defuzzified value. So you have used centroid method for converting your fuzzy value into defuzzified value. So final output for this particular defuzzified value is 4.151. Okay, so this will be in between 4.151 for your, the centroid value will be between 4.151. This is your output for the, for converting your fuzzy value into defuzzified value. Okay. Moving on to the third method, weighted average method. In this weighted average method, I'll explain with an example, then I'll go explain the equation for this weighted average method. So in this diagram, I have taken two fuzzy sets. I have taken the union of two fuzzy sets. Let me call it as this particular fuzzy set is having a center value called A, and for this particular fuzzy set, I'm having a center value called B. Okay, so the membership value, the maximum membership value for this particular fuzzy set is 0.5. And this particular fuzzy set is 0.8. So by using weighted average method, I need to find out the defuzzified value called Z star. So how do you do this particular weighted average method is Z star is given by 0.5. This is the membership value 0.5 into the center of this particular value. Okay, plus, and what is the membership value for this particular fuzzy set? It is highest membership values 0.8. 0.8 into the center values into B divided by this membership values. That is nothing but 0.5 plus 0.8. Okay, this is the formula for finding out the defuzzified value using weighted average method. So you have to multiply the membership values into the center of the value. It is like algebraic sum of all the membership values into center of the values divided by the summation of all the membership values. Okay, we can write in general, we can write this as an equation, that is an algebraic sum. This is here algebraic sum. So I am using the summation method. Okay, membership values of this particular set, I am giving the naming it to be A bar. Okay, A little symbol. Okay, A into Z bar into Z divided by algebraic summation of Z bar. Okay, so this is nothing but the membership values. This is what your membership value and this is your center value. Okay, that is what membership value into the center value of first fuzzy set plus membership value into the center value of your second fuzzy set, that divided by all the membership values. That is what I have written the general equation. Okay. So one thing you have to note in this weighted average method is this particular method will be applicable only for symmetric functions. So here I have taken a trapezoidal function which is symmetric in both the sides. So this particular method will be applicable only for symmetric functions. Then only you can use this particular method. So for example, we will find out the answer for this. So here the A point I am giving here 3, okay, and B point is 8. So when I substitute here, I'll get 0.5 into 3 plus 0.8 into 8 divided by 0.5 plus 0.8. Okay, so I'll substitute all the values, I'll get the formula. Okay, so when I substitute all the values, I'm getting here 1.5 plus 6.4 divided by 1.3, that is 6.0769. That is your defuzzified value. So by using weighted average method, defuzzified value I'm getting to be 6.0769. Okay. Moving on to the next method, mean max membership principle. It is otherwise called as middle of maxima. So by the name itself, you can understand that we are going to find out the middle of the maximum membership function. So here I have drawn a fuzzy set which is formed by combining the union of 3 fuzzy sets. Okay, so you combine 3 fuzzy sets, I'm getting this particular fuzzy set now, and I'm going to have this particular fuzzy set x-axis, I'm calling this Z. In y-axis, I'm taking the membership value, and it is having a peak value at 1 and then 0.5, 0.8, and then over here 0.4. Okay, so what is mean max membership function? So here among the membership value you have to take the mean value. So this side it starts, I'm going to extend this particular point, and here I'm getting this particular point as A, and this particular point I'm extending over here down, I'm getting this point to be B. Okay, so this value is A and B. So the formula for this mean max method, that is Z star will be A plus B by 2. That is, when I solve this example, I'll get 5 plus 8 by 2. That is 13 by 2. That is nothing but 6.5. So this is your defuzzified value. So for mean max method, it is very simple. It is nothing but middle of maxima. So I need to find out the middle value in your maximum membership function. So what is your starting membership value? The maximum membership value, it starts at point A and it ends at B, and I need to find out the middle value among the two membership values. So it is nothing but A plus B by 2. So this is the formula for finding out the mean max membership function. So when I substitute 5 plus 8 by 2, I am getting here 6.5. This is your defuzzified value. But one thing over here in mean max principle is it can be applied only for your symmetric function. So here I have taken only trapezoidal function since it is symmetrical. So I can apply this particular method for these particular functions. So you need to find out which method you have to use for any particular fuzzy set. Okay. Moving on to the next method, center of sum method. So by using this method, we are going to find out the defuzzified value. So here you can see the three diagrams I have drawn. So the first diagram represents C1 and C2, and this is the C3, and C1 is having a maximum membership value called 0.2, and C2 is having a maximum membership value 1, and C3 is having a maximum membership value 0.4. You can see in this diagram, all the diagrams or trapezoidal functions I have used. So in this center of sum method, I need to find out two values. One will be the area which is bound by this particular region, and then I have to find out the geometrical centers of this particular region. So this A1, I represent the area of this particular set, and A2, and this I am naming it as A3. And what is a geometrical center for this particular set? So the geometrical center, it is having at 3. Okay, Z1, I am naming it to be Z1. Z1 is 3. And for this particular region, the geometrical center is 5. So I am naming it to be Z2, that will be 5. And for this it is 4. Okay, Z3 is 4. So the formula for the center of sum method will be defuzzified value Z star will be algebraic summation of I equal to 1 to n Zi into the area divided by algebraic sum of I equal to 1 to 1 divided by the area. So this is the formula for finding out the center of sum method. So we will substitute all these values and we will find out the defuzzified value. Okay. So first I need to find out the area of this particular fuzzy set C1. Okay, so what is the trapezoidal? How do you find out the trapezoidal area? So area will be of into B into H. H is the height over here, and B is, you are having two base over here. The base 1 is the smaller one and base 2 is the larger base. Okay, so first we will find out the fuzzy set, the area for this particular region. So for this particular region I have drawn here same thing, 1, it starts from 1 and 2, then 3, and then it ends at 5. Okay, the same thing I have drawn over here. So base 1 is 4. Base 1, how do you calculate this base 1? It is nothing but it ends at 4 and it starts from 2. That is nothing but 4 minus 2. That will be 2. And for the base 2, it is ending at 5 and the distance between 1 minus 5. That is 5 minus 1. That will be 4. So I'll substitute here 1 by 2 into B1 is 2 into B2 is 4 into height over here is the same thing. Height over here is 0.2 into 0.2. So when I substitute here A1, I am getting to be 0.6. The area for this particular region is 0.6. The same thing I'll find out the area for this particular trapezoidal also. So how do you find out the trapezoidal for this A2? A2 will be, so it is, okay, so it starts from 3 and here it is 4 and here it is 5, 6 and ends at 8, ends at 7. Ends at 7. Okay, so what is base 1? This base 1 will be 6 minus 4, that is 2. Base 2 will be 7 minus 3, 7 minus 3, that is 4. So substitute here, A2 will be off into B1 is 2 plus 4 into what is this membership value, that is 1. Okay, that is 1. So you will get 1 by 2 into 6 into 1, that is nothing but 3. A2 will be equal to 3. Okay, so here it is plus 2 plus 4 into 2 plus 4. I have written here multiplication. Here you have to, here B1 plus B2, that is 2 plus 4. Okay, so now we will draw it for A3. So what is A3? Start from 2 and then 3 here, and here it is 5 and ends at 6. Okay, so that will be, so what is base 1 here? B1 will be 5 minus 3, B2 is 6 minus 2, that will be, here it is 2, here it is 4. So A3 will be 1 by 2 into 2 plus 4 into, what is the membership value height? It is 0.4 into 0.4. The answer will be 1.2. So when you substitute this, the answer is 1.2. So now we will substitute all the values in this equation and we'll find out the defuzzified value. Okay. So the formula defuzzified value will be sigma I equal to 1 to n zi into ACI divided by sigma I is equal to 1 to n ACY. So since there are 3 regions, so n will be 3 over here. Sigma I is equal to 1 to 3 zi into ACI divided by sigma I is equal to 1 to 3 ACI. So that is nothing but Z1 into A1 plus Z2 into A2 plus Z3 into A3 divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3. So what is Z1 in the first formula? Z1 is 3 and Z2 is 5 and Z3 is 4. So I will substitute all the areas also. 0.6, this is 3 and 1.2. So when I substitute here, I am getting 3 into 0.6 plus 5 into 3 plus 4 into 1.2 divided by 0.6 plus 3 into 1.2. So I am getting the answer to be 4.5. So using this mean, using the center of sum method, the defuzzified value, I am getting the answer as 4.5 method. Okay, this is very simple. So first I need to find out the area bound by all this region, and then I need to find out geometrical centers. So by multiplying the geometrical centers into area and taking algebraic sum divided by the areas, divided by algebraic summation of areas, you will get your defuzzified value. Okay. Next method is center of largest area method. So in this method, we will be finding out the defuzzified value by calculating the largest area. Suppose for example, if you are having 2 or more regions, so we need to find out the area of every region. So among the region, whichever region is having the largest area, so that will be chosen and we will be finding out the center value. So that value will give you the defuzzified value. So among the 2 regions, this is the largest area and we will find out the center value. This value corresponds to Z star, that will give you the defuzzified value Z star. So Z star will be finding the integration of membership value of Z into Z dz divided by integration of membership value of dz. Okay, this is how we will find out by using center of largest area. Next one is first of maxima, or otherwise last of maxima. So coming to first of maxima, so we will use this formula to find out this first of maxima. So the defuzzified value Z star will be find out by finding the infimum. Infimum is nothing but it is a greatest lower bound. Infimum of Z that belongs to Z such that membership value of CK will be equal to height of CK. So what do you mean by this? This formula looks a little bit difficult, but when you go for the numerical example, it will be very easy. By the name itself, it says that it is first of maxima. So if suppose if you are having 3 regions which is formed by union of 3 fuzzy sets, so the first of maxima will be, so here you can see this, the 2 regions, 2 points are having the same membership value called 1, but this first of maxima will choose the defuzzified, it will choose the first maximum value of membership, first maximum value of membership function, that will be the defuzzified value. That corresponding z star will give you the defuzzified value. This is your first of maxima. So for example, if you have this particular region, so here the first maximum value is this point and its corresponding z star is 2. So z star will be defuzzified value will be 2 over here. Okay, so now what is last of maxima? Last of maxima is same, but it is opposite to this. It is, instead of writing infimum, we will write supremum over here. Supremum of z, that belongs to z. Membership value of ck will be height of ck. That is supremum, which is the greatest upper boundary. Okay, so coming to this diagram, the last of maxima. So here we have this particular fuzzy set where it is having 2 points or having the membership value 1. So last of maxima will choose the last maximum value of membership function. So here it will not choose this particular point, this will choose this particular point. The corresponding z star will give you your defuzzified value. Okay. So for example, if you are having this particular region, so what will be the first of maxima? The first of maxima will be, so here this point, so the corresponding defuzzified z star is 2. And last of maxima is this one. This is the last point which is having the maximum value. So the corresponding z value is 5. So first of maxima z star is 2 and last of maxima z star is 5. So in this video I have explained to you various methods of defuzzification, like max membership, centroid, weighted average, mean max, center of sum, center of largest area, and in first of maxima and last of maxima. So you can use any method and to get the defuzzified value. I hope that you all understood this particular session. Thank you all for watching.